I worked at a summer camp for multiple summers, and we would do experience Bible studies where we would kind of play a game or something before getting into the Word. And my favorite one was a Family Feud style game. And the one we did was things good Christians do and things good Christians don't do. I knew all the answers. Good Christians read their Bible. Good Christians go to church. Good Christians tithe. Good Christians don't gossip. Things like that. And I'm sure you could think of so many more. But then after we broke it down, we realized that doing all the right things and not doing all the wrong things, that should bring you closer to God. And so the best rule followers then were the closest to God. And at the time, that made perfect sense to me, and I'm sure that makes a lot of sense. It sounds really good. But if you think about it, when Jesus was alive, the best rule followers were the Pharisees, or I think of them kind of as the bad guys of the New Testament. And that really confused me. I thought, wait a minute, the Pharisees are the bad guys. That can't be right. But they had it backwards. So in Galatians, Paul kind of explains this. Galatians 5:16-18 says, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the desires of the flesh are against the Spirit, and the desires of the Spirit are against the flesh. These oppose each other, so you don't do what you want to do. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law." What Paul is saying here is that it's not about doing the right things or not doing the wrong things that brings you close to God. That's not the cause. That's not what builds your faith. That's not what brings your faith. Your faith comes from the Spirit of God, from growing close to Him, from loving Christ. And as you focus on that, you will find that your spirit aligns with His. The Pharisees had the cause and the effect flipped. And it's so easy to do even today, even for me, where there is so often where I think that if I'm just good enough, if I read my Bible enough, if I go to church every Sunday, if I don't do all those wrong things, then I'll be good enough for God to love me, or then that's when I'll make it. And that's not what God wants for us at all. God wants for us to run to Him and to love Him. And in doing that, God begins to clean you up. And that's what the freedom is. It's not on us, that pressure, that anxiety of making sure you do everything right, being the perfect person, being good enough for God. That's not what God wants. Jesus says, hey, my yoke is light. I will do it for you. And if you just run to Him and cling to Him, His Spirit will lead you and your spirit will align with His. And in doing so, you can break off those shackles of insecurities and anxieties and just run to Jesus and then enjoy the life He's provided for you, the life He wants for you as He cleans you up and prepares you for His kingdom. That's what this is talking about. That's what freedom of Christ is. Not having to worry about what you do and how you do it, but worry about Jesus and then get to experience the peace and love knowing that He is going to give you the life that you're meant to have.